Sorry, you're actually not streaming right now, but I am. I totally am. I should probably like pin some of this KOA merchandise. That would be really good if I pinned that. Oh, hello everyone. You may be wondering why you're watching a KOA stream. Well, that's because it's Monday, which means it's KOA Day, which means this is the King of Anime podcast, which means this is the show where we select a bunch of shows at the very beginning of the season and we assign them a kill or a pass. And if it gets killed, we don't ever got to watch it again. It takes 2 of those and pass, 2 more passes, same thing. Pretty great, right? This week we're doing stuff. So I have co-hosts.
Hey.
Hey.
I am so happy to look at the video and only see 4 shows. I am just so elated. I feel so much refreshed. I feel like a whole new man.
Well, sad to say, Satsuki, but we are in fact covering I don't know.
I want to say you couldn't even make up a show.
I can't think of anything that he wasn't watching because I think he's watching everything.
We're gonna watch
pretty much. And when people ask me what am I watching, I just answer with the spring season. That's what I'm watching.
The spring season catalog.
Well, Satsuki the Savage says welcome. So welcome to the stream, Satsuki the Savage.
I know that guy.
Yeah, same. It's almost like he's right here with us. Mace Windex
always here with us.
Says thanks.
Spirit.
And as well, Ben loves Lena. It's true, which is it's just not. Danny Torres says hi, bro. Brittany says hi. So
hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on? So you guys want to talk about some of the fruits baskets?
We're gonna start off with fruits basket.
Yeah, because we killed Higehiro last week. So we booted it off the show. So
all right.
To be fair, it wasn't even like a group effort. It was more so like I was like, no, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah,
I made a mistake.
We did. It's great how we never even really killed that show. It just stopped being on the show.
It doesn't exist anymore, guys. They stopped airing episodes. We've been relieved of our duties.
QRW6 says, "What up, KOA? I've been watching Dynamism. It's a sequel spinoff. Gridman. It's somewhat better than Gridman, but any show is better than Gridman. They got another thigh girl."
They got another one?
So please send that to my Twitter. It's different. It's not the one that you see on the screen. I went through a whole different like an overhaul, and now it's everything animated, so you can find me there.
Oh yeah, you got a rebrand. I remember we watched Gridman for this podcast for KOA, and we killed it in like 3 weeks because we were like, "What's happening? What is going on?"
Unfortunately, they do have a new thigh girl. I'm looking at it now.
Show me, Sasuke post.
Doesn't she look like exactly the same, but with like blonde hair or something?
No, it's somebody different. I know who you're talking about because I'm looking at it right now, but it's not that person that you're talking about. I will post the EA, but I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I heard that Gridman turned into like a Yuri, and I was like, wow.
Yeah,
I would have liked to see that, but
it had like some crazy philosophical ending or something like that. I remember all of like the YouTubers talking about how deep it was, and I was just, I could not.
Holy crap!
So yeah, you guys want to talk about
if you tell me this person is also 12, I'm going to freak out.
I don't know if this person is 12. You want me to find out?
You are not kidding.
Please.
You are not kidding. The crap.
Let's see if she's 12, guys.
If she's fucking 12, I'm giving up on all SSSs.
On all of them or just one of them?
Because you know they're going to make like 50 of them.
I think they have another one. Maybe.
I don't think they say her. Yeah, they don't say her age.
Right. Well, in mine, she's
Oh.
18.
Well, I think that's fair. I don't. She doesn't look like a kid.
No, she don't.
Almighty Albatross
All right.
says, "How's down, my player?" Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Jeremy Theron says, "Someone." Oh, I'm getting a phone call. I can't take. Oh. Someone
You have
please.
the All Might call.
I do. I've had that for years. It's fucking amazing. Jeremy says, "Someone please convince me to watch Fruits Basket because I am not enjoying season 1." I think we said this last week, Jeremy, but like, just watch it down the road.
Please stick with it. It gets better.
No, I have a different opinion. People always ask, is Fruits Basket worthy of my time? No. Are you worthy of Fruits Basket? Jeremy, it seems not. If you're not enjoying it from the beginning, don't watch it. But I'm not saying that as like a bitter person. I genuinely believe that if you don't like Fruits Basket in the beginning, I don't see how you'll like it later down the line. I can't see that. It's not a show like, for example, like Watamote for me, where I think it progressively gets better, and the stuff people complain about in the beginning, it gets cleared up later down the line. Fruits Basket is just, you kind of understand what it is in the beginning.
True.
Unless like you have like the notion that it's like all fluffy and everything's nice. That is not. If that's your impression of it, then yeah, by all means keep watching it. But I think you have a good grasp of it in the beginning.
That was my impression on the first season. When it was just the first season, you guys kept telling me to watch it, and I kept seeing the still frames. I'm like, what is this? This is just nothing but kitty bullshit, and just they turn into fluffy animals. Oh, this is.
Yeah,
I was
they
wrong.
Try to commit murder on each other, and it gets stabby.
I was definitely wrong in that regard. So.
Oh my God!
Ban him. Ban him.
Jeremy, you can't say that here. It says the main character is whiny and annoying. Get out. Leave. You're not welcomed. You're not welcomed.
Well, goodbye.
Anyways, let's get in the Fruits Basket. I was having a heart attack watching this episode. I thought they were gonna kill Toru, you guys.
Oh no.
I thought so too.
Really?
I thought they were gonna. She fell off a cliff and busted. See all that blood coming out of the back of her head. I'm like, okay, she's dead.
Wait, let me give a defense to Toru, or the reason why I believe that Toru was going to survive. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Toru's kind of a tank. She survived getting slashed by Akito, getting slapped by Akito 3 times, getting scratched by Akito, and getting bitch slapped by Kyo. I knew she was going to survive. She's just built different, literally.
Kowski, that's quite different than falling from a cliff and hitting the back of your head.
Wait, when she got slapped by Kyo, mind you, he was in this monster transformation and she fell into shadow waters. I understand it's not the same as the cliff thing, but my whole point was she's a tank. When she got slapped, she got right back up, and then it was like she didn't even say like "ow" on any of those occasions. She's like an android. I think she's an android.
She's the embodiment.
An android that bleeds blood.
Yeah.
She's the embodiment of sticks and stones may break my bones, but falls from high cliffs may never hurt me. well, actually, to be fair, she got pretty badly hurt.
Ugh. He didn't say "ow," so it's not canon.
Well, she kind of.
He looked
out.
like she was minutes away from death. She calmed down. She was like, "Kyo, I could see a bright light.
Kyo,
take me to it.
I'm
gonna see Mom."
She was asleep.
Why does my head feel like scrambled eggs, Kyo?
Kyo,
and Kyo's like, let me kiss you.
Is that a piece of my brain?
I mean, okay. So it's very well known, once you crack your head open, you're not ever the same again. So are we going to get like a different Toru now? Like where she recovers?
Yes, we are. She's never going to be the same again. All right. You ready for this?
Oh my
She's
God.
not even gonna she's not even gonna remember who Kyo was, and she's gonna have amnesia.
She's gonna remember
No.
literally everyone but Kyo. Like, perfectly fine, but Kyo. If it's anything with Kyo, she's like, my head hurts right now for some reason. And
That
then
would
that's
be
it.
the worst.
Gonna happen. It's gonna be like that show that Holographic likes.
Oh, yes.
Wait.
You're talking about, you're talking about, well, I can't say it because of the cross warp.
Hollow will know.
The show with Blue Girl. Yeah, there we go. That's descriptive enough.
That was terrible.
There you go. There you go. That's
Wow, the show with Blue Girl.
she's blue? Is she
Are we
not blue?
Is this like Guardians of the Guardians of the Galaxy or
Listen.
like Nebula?
Listen, okay, I can't even say the guy's name because of crossword. Carman headbutts Blue Girl, and Blue Girl goes, "I love you, Carcoon." You know, and then
we're
there's
talking about Nesama, Remu.
yeah. Whoa, it's not, you can't say that second part.
Oh, sorry.
You just got banned.
All right.
You just got banned.
See you guys later.
Banned all the... Yeah, bye. See ya.
Well,
Peace.
I guess everybody's getting banned.
Okay, back to Fruits Basket. That was, I don't know what the hell that was about. So yeah, the one thing I liked about this episode was just building up to the cliff thing, because I thought it was very interesting. It was in season 1. It's the same tent that was covered by the landslide. So I thought for a second, I was like, oh, Akito's going to push her off the cliff. But I thought, oh, well, at this point, Akito's probably not going to push her off the cliff because Toru is like, activating her Super Saiyan powers and being like friendship and stuff. So, I don't think that would have happened. And they also made it seem like it was a set piece as well, of just like, hey, this is where her tent was in season 1. Like, isn't that cool? And then once she got, it broke away. Like, the ground crumbled beneath her, which was such a cool way to do it because moments before it was raining. So, and as well, this was a place that already experienced a landslide. It's just, it was really well done, and it made sense. It wasn't one of those things where it's like, oh, we need a moment, so let's just have this randomly happen. No, it's like, it has good reason to it.
Like 1,000 people in my pool.
What?
Jesus
Huh?
Christ. Sorry, there's just a lot of people in the pool right now because it's Memorial Day weekend, and I was like, Jesus, there's like a lot of them. Imagine being in the pool and just rubbing shoulders every time you wanted to like swim anywhere.
Well, you're different, EA. You have your backup shotgun plan, so.
Give Me Enkidu says, this was ironically one of the fewest and possibly only episodes of the season to not have a cliffhanger.
Okay.
Is that because the cliff fell?
Yeah, because the cliff was hanging, but it fell.
I want to say I didn't notice what C was saying about the whole or it just didn't come to my mind, the whole landslide thing in Toru's tent where it was, but it makes a lot of sense because we know she was staying near the Soma estate, and we saw what happened in episode 1, but that didn't even come into my mind. I do want to say I think Toru's a god. When she smiled, like she changed the filter in the episode. Like literally, I swear to you, the weather changed when she smiled. It went from dark, gloomy rain to when Toru smiles, and then we find out she's alive. The sun is beaming, and it just looks so peaceful. And I'm like, is Toru like changing the weather? And like, it happened as soon as she smiled. So like people need to check it. I think Toru's a god. We've been talking about the parallels between her and Akito. This may also be a parallel. She's a god in her own right. Akito's the god of destruction, and Toru's like the god of healing or something.
Toru's the god of hugs.
Oh my god. Akito knew what Toru's signature move was. Toru was going for the signature Toru hug, and then Akito like cuts her.
He's mean.
She is. I'm proud of her though. I'm really proud of her. She kind of at the end of this episode
How is
she
she
talks.
not in jail?
Oh well, the reason is because they stuck up for her. That's the reason why. Like
They
even
stuck up for her. They just lied to the police.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
What happened to this man right here? And what happened to this woman who's got a brain leaking out? Well, it was all just one big misunderstanding. It's okay.
I don't think they got the police involved though, because with Kureno, they took him to the Soma hospital. So since they have control over that, I'm pretty sure they didn't have to release any information.
Yeah, they got a hospital. This clan is rich.
They're pretty rich.
I guess this goes to show you that money cannot buy you happiness.
No, but it can set you up for it.
I mean, once you break free of those bonds, it sure can. Woo!
Yeah. But I do like how Akito is now hopefully on the right path to just realizing how much of just an asshole she was for most of her life, I'll say. And I think that's pretty important. Also, QRW6 brings up two things. Says Shigure did said that Cliff would crumble in season 1, and as well Momiji said the story of the idiot traveler lives on, or the idiotic traveler. Which
Momiji was the one to basically say, "Be nice. Stop being an asshole."
Yeah.
And that's all it took.
And the reason I think that never got to her before is because it was when the scene before where Toru was saying pretty much the same thing, and Akito was like, "How dare you mock me?" So I don't think she was prepared for it, and I don't think she would have listened to it for a bit. But now that she hit rock bottom, stabbed her lover, former or not, I don't know at this point. I mean, if I was Kureno, I'd not getting back with Akito.
I would be 20 miles down the road, piecing the fuck out, never to see her again. Will you ever forgive me? Fuck no.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Not just no, but fuck no. I ain't coming back. What if I left the toilet seat up? You know what I mean? I'm gone.
Sandy Chicas, great name, says, "I was so scared because Toru was talking like as if she was dying."
Just like you did just now.
Yeah. Well, she was more delicate in her death, her death talk, and her tone. I wasn't.
Yes, she was talking like she was dying though. That's why I thought it was over.
Did you guys notice that as soon as Kyo went to kiss Toru, Yuki left?
Yuki's like,
it was like he sensed what was going to happen. He was like, "Oh my god, here they go flirting."
Right. Brain leaking all over the place. Oh, I don't want to interrupt this touching moment.
I better get out of here before I watch my friend, who I think of as like a really good mother, kiss my arch rival nemesis, Kyo.
And those two still need to have a conversation, in my opinion.
Oh
The
yeah,
misunderstanding still has not been cleared up between those two. I thought it was going to be cleared up this episode, and it still has the chance. They still have the opportunity to do that, but it would be super disappointing if those two were not to have a actual conversation where they're not talking at each other or arguing. They're actually talking like young adults, and Yuki's not calling him stupid cat, and Kyo's not calling him that damn Yuki. You just, Kyo-san, Yuki-san.
Bastard.
Simple. Yeah.
The rat bastard.
Kadu says, Yuki being a third wheel for the fourth time?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Because he was also there when Shigure and Akito were hugging, so he was like, Let me get out of here. They're flirting.
I bet he's thinking to himself, I should have just stayed asleep. Why the fuck did I wake up?
Yuki didn't really have a purpose.
Yeah.
Now thinking about it.
You know,
He
Yuki
really didn't.
I like how Yuki just walks away from her like best friend dying. It's just like, I guess Kyo's got it, whatever.
He did call the ambulance, but like Shigure could have done that too, so.
Well, fucking Shigure was when Akito was like, Shigure, I need help. And then Shigure was like,
What'd you do?
what the fuck did you do? And
Yeah.
he was kind of like, honestly, he lacked a lot of emotion in this scene. And I'm not sure if that's because he's just a really creepy, sleazy dude, or it's the fact that maybe he just, maybe he, doesn't care too much if any of them die. I don't know.
I mean, to me, I think he wasn't acting like the way his tone and the way that he kind of was responding in a way was almost like a disappointed father. You know, it kind of felt to me like that, where it was, what'd you do?
That's a great
Where
point.
is she? Who is the man? Or not who's the man? Who's this girl? Who fell? Tell me. That's what it kind of reminded me of. It was just like a little kid speaking to her father, trying to say, after so like did something. It's like, I accidentally killed the bird. All right, tell me, where is it? Where is it? It's over there. All right, let's go and let's get this.
Oh Lord. Yeah, Sephiroth is Toru. And just imagine if Toru actually died from this. Like,
It would have been
Akito's
Akito's
fucked.
fault.
Yeah, well, yeah, but Akito is fucked. Nobody's ever gonna like Akito again.
Nah, she'd be eating at that table all by herself.
In prison, more like.
In prison?
Let's see how she fares against in Japanese prison.
And you know what this episode means, right? It means that Rain has won in their spout, because the whole point of what Rain was saying was, with their argument was that the Zodiacs will come to the outside world, and the bonds that Akito she thought were unchanging and eternal would eventually crumble. And they have. Not all of them. They still exist, but I think now Akito is going to come to grips with the fact that it's all right if they disappear, and she could form new bonds with people. She's already formed one with Toru, and she has one with Shigure that I think will last forever because they're both in love with each other. So, but it's one of those cases where Akito has lost this battle between her and her mother, but I think she's going to win as a person, win the war, because now she can be free. She doesn't have to feel like she has to loom over all these people as a god. She could just be a person.
Yeah, that's a really excellent point.
Yeah, I agree. URW6 says 4 episodes of Fruits Basket left. This is awesome that Akito is no longer a threat in the series.
Until you leave the toilet seat up.
I don't think she's going to kill you for that.
I don't think she's on a murderous rampage anymore.
All right.
I mean, like, the most dangerous person now is probably Rain.
Stab me once, shame on you. Stab me twice, shame on me.
Don't forget, Rain is the one who brought the knife here in the first place.
Was she?
Yeah, why did they just pin it on her?
Wait, what?
Yeah, just pin it on her. Send her to prison. She deserves it.
She didn't do anything.
Honestly, she technically did not stab. That's like, arresting the gun shop for selling someone a gun. They're just doing their job.
I mean, we can definitely arrest gunshots. It's 2021. Come on now.
I don't think we can.
we like. I'm just saying, Satsuki. I know, like, you're attracted to her.
Oh my god!
But let's just blame it on her. Send her to prison.
Rain did nothing criminal. She didn't do anything criminal. She didn't do anything illegal.
I mean, she
You know what?
attempted murder. She attempted it.
Listen, I'll blame it on the rain, but not rain.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
The rain is why the ground under the floor eroded and
That's
why
right.
Toru fell.
And that's also
That's
the ground eroded under the wood.
Wood.
And the knife just fell upwards into Kurino's kidneys.
What? Can we ban this guy?
Okay, another band. All right, gotta add to the list.
Oh my god. Should I watch Fruits Baskets? Yeah, you should give it a
Yes.
shot.
Absolutely.
Chicken flavor. That is ironic.
It is.
That is funny.
Enkidu says Akito simp gain remains strong. I mean, at this point, I would rather simp for Akito than Rain.
They're both evil.
Yeah, but Rain's terrible.
Yeah, Rain is actually worse. I take that back. I'd be more happy for Akito than Rain and her fake ass.
All right. Her ass is not fake. She's worked hard for it.
Not her actual ass, but her pretending like she's a mother and gives a shit about her child when she don't.
Well, Satsuki, what if her ass is like Gasoline's ass?
Oh,
What do you got to say about that?
I mean, it's impressive, but am I a fan of the super tough, hard asses? I'm not. So I wouldn't like to see that.
A nice booty's got to have some bounce with it, especially when you give it a good spank and it just.
Oh my god,
reacts.
EA. Lightning Eagle says.
Why are you booing him? He's right.
Thank you. I'm glad. Thank you for backing me up, Satsuki.
You are lecherous perverts.
Booties are great, especially a good one.
Like...
You cannot deny a good booty. That's why everyone should watch Keijo.
Well, Keijo's pretty funny. But Lightning Eagle says, is this another girl for the list, see? For Satsuki's list of crazy women? Yeah. Yeah, Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not a lie.
What else happened in this episode? I'm pretty sure it was just like technically not a lot happened. So
not a lot, but a lot.
Yeah, like a lot of.
I mean, I just like that Momiji harking back to the idiotic traveler, the most idiotic traveler in the world. I was called as I was doing my live reaction. I was calling the fact that this reminds me of that moment because in that episode that he kept referring to. It was in season 1. I don't remember the exact episode number, but in that episode, if you remember, Toru was talking about this game that she played in school where she would sit alone and like nobody would pick her. And then
Fruits
kept
Basket.
seeing, it was called Fruits Basket. And in that she was all alone, and we saw the visual of her and her and Akito being together, and Akito was also having a vision of her being by herself as she sees all the Zodiacs, and they finally like came together and alleviated their loneliness. And I was like, that's so perfect to call back to that moment. And I forgot that it was called Fruits Basket, so that literally is poetic.
Wow. That is beautiful.
I just like how she says, like, I finally found you. I thought that was just a great line. Somebody's gonna ship Akito and Toru.
Oh. Huh. Thanks.
I'm gonna type that in.
We found them.
I'm gonna look for it. Hold on. Akito X Toru.
I never thought about that. That works.
It does?
All right, I got some pictures for you.
Oh my god. Is it real?
Apparently so. Look at them.
God, post them.
Damn.
Wait.
Damn?
What? Huh?
Okay, I don't know. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't post this.
Maybe not. That kind of wait. I don't know what's going on.
Wait. What are they doing?
Let's just say that they're doing more than kissing.
Oh god.
Oh no, don't no. We don't need any of that. No. Oh lord. None of that.
Oh wait, this is a regular kiss.
Regular kiss. I have this picture of Akito and Toru. It's pretty cute.
Aw, they're friends. He's like, I never
Oh,
knew
it's
what it was like
adorable.
to eat what is that? Like a shake, a float. Now we're gonna make out after I have a bite.
No,
See,
no.
I can imagine that Akito only eats like boring ass foods.
Yeah,
You know.
I can see that too.
She's a hamburger fan for sure. Yeah.
Hamburger country.
Number one hamburger country. Nice, 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 nice.
Anyway, I think this is the one I was talking about. I don't think you know what? I don't even think that's her.
That's Kyo.
Oh my god, it's cute.
Damn it!
That's literally Kyo.
I
That's
typed
from
it
this
in and
episode.
I typed it in and that's what it said. It lied to me. I can't believe the internet lied to me.
Why would they do this to you, EA?
I don't know. I want my money back.
It's the conspiracy. QRW6 says I was recommended this fruits basket during EA's Bunny Girl final review. I was a part of that, I think.
You were.
I think so.
Ain't that something?
It's pretty crazy.
That
Give
is
me
crazy.
Give me Enkidu. The author actually did mention entertaining the thought of Akito Toru as endgame. I don't know how to feel about that.
Really?
We'll take an OVA. We'll take an OVA like ReZero if type of thing.
Oh my
Fruits
god.
basket if.
Wait, you can't say you can't say Blue Girl Anime's name. We'll get striked like Crossword.
Oh.
Take it back. Say you never said it.
I never said
no.
That. Oh my god.
Let them come for me.
let them come.
All right, well. Killing or passing?
Definitely passing.
Yeah. Pass.
This is a mega pass for me.
I have to show you this picture really quick.
Oh god, what is it? The fruits basket related?
It is. And it's Akito as the
Joker.
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 Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, it sort of fits.
I watched Batman Begins for the first time Sunday.
Did you like it?
Or no, was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday. I liked it. It was
Yeah,
cool.
I thought it was a nice reboot. Like that's like basically what started reboots was Batman Begins. Thank you, Christopher Nolan.
Holographic says, Ben, I'm sorry, but I feel personally attacked whenever you say strike and crossword. Well, now you know what I went through. QRW6 says, can y'all cover Toru deciding to leave Kyoko behind to pursue Kyo? I think we talked about a little bit of that last week, but that to me just shows how strong her love is for Kyo, but as well her desire to move on, even though the comfort of her mother and the memory of her mother, how much that brings her, life will move on irregardless. And really, in many ways, Kyo is kind of like that sign for her, that push to go, all right, it's time to move on. No matter what happened in the past, it is what it is. I gotta make a move now, or this guy's never gonna be in my life again, possibly. So I gotta do this.
To add on to that, this I believe further goes into the parallel between Akito and Toru. With Toru and that we were talking about her mother and Kyo. It's kind of like Toru uses Kyoko as a crutch in that is her unchanging bond, and she wants that to remain eternal. And she was afraid of loving someone more than her mother. But in that scenery we got of her holding her mom's hand and finally letting go and going to Kyo, she kind of let go of that crutch. With Akito, the crutch for her was Kureno because he enabled a lot of her behavior, and because he did not have that bond like everybody else, he felt special to her. So I think Akito is going to also let go of Kureno and be with the person she actually loves, Shigure. So, yeah.
Shigure kind of creepy though.
And Kareno's going to get with the high schooler.
Yay.
Well, I think she's
Higehiro.
I think she's 18 now.
He's gonna shave and then he's gonna invite her over.
He was just coming over for some cupcakes. That's it. That's all.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. They have Netflix too.
Fuck.
He's coming over to get a cupcake.
So, we still had to have a ship for Hana, and please don't say Kazuma.
For Hano?
Well, I mean, does
The
it?
goth girl?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
She needs let's see. Who isn't taken? Let me see.
I mean, I've shipped her with Utani, but it doesn't seem like he's going to end in that spot. So
You can ship her with loneliness at this point, because that's probably where it's headed.
no,
Oh, the
Probably happy
refuse.
being
the student council guy. The guy that saw the Haru's
Now?
pubes. Yeah, the guy that saw Haru's pubes.
Oh, Makoto? No,
no,
they've
not
never had
her.
any.
No, the
what?
guy. The guy that saw Haru's pubes.
Yeah, Makoto.
That's his name?
You're talking to. Yes, his name is Makoto. The other girl that you thought I said was Motoko.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna say it right now. That could be one.
No, they never even had like an interaction between each other.
They can have one, and then they can fall in love.
What? No.
They could talk about Haru's pubes.
How do one just know that?
Cause he showed him his pubes.
Yeah, but Hana would know that. So why would they just talk about that?
Because it would be fascinating.
That's a fucking icebreaker right there, you know? It's like, so how's it going? Oh, I see you like to dress in black. I saw pubes once.
That was black and white.
That were black and white.
Yeah, I don't even know at this point.
I think she's gonna be alone, and she's gonna be the third wheel, and she's gonna cheer on everybody that getting with each other. So
I won't accept that.
Mace Windex says Akito is a black-haired Yuki. # revive Fifi.
What?
Vivi's not coming back. Ever.
Oh my god. Oh, I forgot to mention Billy, the guy who does the art here, which you all should go check out at Bill Asperger or Asperger Bill, something like that. I'm not sure. Can't remember. He literally went through a near-death situation this past week, so want to send all good thoughts out to him. And
really,
yeah. And if you guys want to support him and stuff, let's see. Do I have the link in the description? Pretty sure I do, and I don't. Why is it not there?
You let us down.
Yeah, you sure did. Good night, everybody.
Oh my god. Ah. Okay, we're passing it. Moving on. Tell Billy. Tell Billy. To get better and to be well. Give him some nice wishes. I don't want to give Tokyo Revengers much time for me because I'm gonna let you guys talk about it because I am just gonna kill it. So this show does not connect to me. I'm very bored. By the way, as well, 39 concurrent viewers right now. If you're new, haven't already, subscribe, like, share out the stream. It helps grow the stream and you know, all of that nice stuff. Because YouTube is pretty bad at sending out live streams to subs. So if you guys could share it out, like, comment, whatever it may be, share it to your friends. That'd be very good. Very cool of you. So, EA and Satsuki, where are you going?
Wait, before EA goes, everybody in the chat, Boo C, he left us on the island. I don't want to talk about Tokyo Revengers. Why did he leave us? Why did he leave me and EA to die to talk about this series?
He wants to save himself. He wants us to be the scapegoat.
Okay. No. I'll talk about it. He had poop in his hair. Poop in his hair.
All right, there you go. There you go.
Poop in his hair. And in the same episode, he gets to kiss his girlfriend. And I'm like, why is this happening? Why can't we just have him, like, interact with this girl more often than these weird gangs? And, I just want, like, Hina to fist fight somebody. That's it. That's all I want. I want her to beat the shit out of somebody. And
well, she will probably do better than Shithead. I'm calling him that the entire podcast, by the way.
And
Shithead equals Takamichi, guys. Just so you know.
And by the way, I'm not mad about this series. I'm not at all. I don't know why I sound like I'm mad. I'm expressing myself because it's astonishingly ridiculous, the episode I watched.
Okay, so I definitely have some thoughts about this show, and yeah, I have a whole bunch I got to get through. So let me just try to condense it all, or at least I don't know. I'll go as long as short. I'll see how this takes me. But anyway, so yeah, last episode we were left off of Takamichi. It looked like he was about to go Super Saiyan because all his stuff got destroyed by Sano and Draken. All of his precious memory stuff that just so happened to be left out in the fucking middle of the road, just left there to be broken. He was getting in a fist fight, missing swinging, falls into a bag of trash, and has literally a piece of shit on his head. Like he, for some reason, he was just like all being dramatic, and Sano and Draken was just like, hey, you got a piece of shit on your head. And it just literally killed the whole vibe of what he was trying to say. Like, basically, he was trying to say, y'all are like brothers. Y'all need to stop doing this shit and get over it. And then that was the thing that did it, was the fact that he's got poop on his head. And I was just like, really? It wasn't a nice heart-to-heart. It wasn't a realization that y'all are better than this. It was, he's got shit on his head. Takamichi, you idiot. And we went from there. I just love what he said. He turned to his friends. He said, guys, what should I do? And I'm thinking, what the fuck do you mean you need to do? Go take a shower. Asking his friends, what does he need to do? Oh, just go take a long walk and just walk it off. It's totally, take a shower. But that happened. Apparently, and I just discovered her name. Her name's Emma. The one that, wanted to sleep with Takamichi but didn't want to kiss him. I guess her and Hina are friends for some stupid reason, and Hinata was just like, you want to go out to this festival on August the 3rd? Remember, August the 3rd is this very important date. And I get it. In his mind, he's just like, oh, everything's all better now. But you would think still, remember that date because something could happen, because you can never be too careful. Hina is just like, I'll forgive you for basically cheating with me if you buy me something. If that's all it took to make us to make cheaters redeemable, then I think there would be less cheaters in the world. Or maybe there would be more, because that would mean that all you had to do was just buy them some shit and then all is forgiven.
Well, I guess play devil's advocate there. They are middle schoolers, so maybe they just don't know better.
True. I mean, that is true, but still, it's kind of a weird way to kind of brush off the fact that he did do what he did. And she's cool. That's what pisses me off too, is that she's cool with Emma, but she's not. It's like, she's the one that was going to sleep with him, and the reason behind the fact that she was going to sleep with him was to get to Draken, because everyone knows that the best way to a man's heart is through some other guy's penis.
And by the way, just as a reality check for everybody as well, these are gang members. Gang members. Repeat that. They are gang members.
Gang members.
G. But yeah, almost done. Basically, that happened, and then this man, or not man, this middle schooler that looks like a man, says to the whole widest fucking world, "I'm gonna kill Draken, and it's gonna be super secretive, and no one's gonna know about it." In the middle of this, where people could hear him. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it was a secluded area, blah blah blah. But still, you would think maybe be a little more secretive and keeping your voice down about it. Nope. He said, "I'm gonna kill," and then yeah, we have good old Takamichi doing what he does best, getting his ass whooped, and you know Hina goes ahead and saves him, and I guess we're supposed to be feeling all great about this next episode because he's going to actually save Draken, which he just got his ass handed to him. How is he going to save him?
Let's just read the manga. You know what this reminds me of? By the way, thank you for the description, Steph Gunther. Much appreciated. You know what this reminds me of, actually, in terms of quality? Fate Stay Night 2006. I know I'm bringing up Fate again, but actually, it's been a while since I brought up Fate, so there you go. And I think it's very applicable, to be fair, in the situation. But Fate Stay Night 2006 is, by all accounts, a good anime. But in the wider scope of what came afterwards, and as well before it and during it, the time period it was out, it misses a lot of stuff. It's a solid adaptation, but it's solid. It's not necessarily... It doesn't try to go further, or it doesn't try to do what, say, Fruits Basket does and, you know, make it an interesting adaptation. This is very bland, and it cuts out, I assume already, and I haven't read the manga, but I probably will after this anime, because I've heard so many good things about it. It seems like they simplified a lot of things, which is actually what happened with Fate Stay Night 2006, is they just simplified everything, and as well, they combined 3 goddamn routes into 1 route, which is ridiculous to even think about. So I think that's what's happening here. And I think if this was, say, like an adaptation like Vinland Saga or Fruits Basket, this would probably want to be the better shows of the season. I have no doubts about that. But the guy had poop in his head. Also, gang member. Scarlet Disaster says, yeah, and also Hina didn't forgive him because he won any prize or anything. She forgave him because of the effort Takamichi put into winning the prize. Also, gang member.
I'm more so concerned with the fact that she's a little too understanding, because when he gets tied up in that situation, it's kind of like she didn't really ask questions about it. It's one thing to be like, okay, this is fine, and another thing to not question who did this to you, how did this happen, what the fuck is going on, why do you keep getting beat up? You know, like a lot of crazy things keeps happening to shithead, and Hina's just like, whatever. It's like,
right.
It's so odd.
And he also he had to leave. He's like, I gotta go. He got beat up and tied up. Then he tells Hina, I gotta go, I gotta leave. And she just says, okay.
Yeah,
the second time.
Yeah, the first time he left was still odd, because, like, think about it. She hurt her leg. She's like or her foot. She's bleeding. And then Takamichi gets like a call, and then he's like, gotta go. Gotta blast. And then she's like, okay, fine, all right. And then the next time she sees him, he's fucking tied up with duct tape, and it's like, oh, okay, freeze him. All right, you're good to go. Like, you know, slaps his ass and says, get it going. Like, what? Like, why aren't you being a little more questioning him about what exactly he's doing?
Right.
That's just odd. That's not something normal. Like, I don't know too many people who have watched others get restrained with duct tape. Where did they get that duct tape from? Did they just have it on hand?
They pulled it out of someone's ass. They're gang members. They hide stuff up there.
That explains things.
Scarlet Disaster brings up a couple good points. Says, to be fair, they didn't adapt bad this portion. The tone was handled a bit weird at the start, and there was a cutscene, but it's okay. and the cutscene was more about showing the mechanics of how the guy rigged the game. Takemichi played with the forgiveness of Hina, nothing important. So yeah, it seems like they were very economic in this adaptation. So maybe this is just straight up just like just a scene we all three don't like with the whole poop thing. But I do think, for me personally, like the previous episodes, there's something off. Feels a little bland to me. Feels like feels off-brand, like you're drinking off-brand bad soda over, the actual soda that's on brand or whatever it may be.
Drinking RC Cola versus Coke.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's kind of, I don't know. Like I think that's the best way for me to describe it. And it doesn't, I'm not very interested in this show. And I am biased in saying that. It just doesn't catch me. So for me, these issues are probably much worse than it is for a normal person who would enjoy the show. And as well, it's shown by what people say on Twitter and Reddit and Instagram and on My Anime List that people are really enjoying this show. So maybe we're just unique into being very not very complimentive of what this show's trying to do, but at the same time, I was really excited to get into this show, so maybe my expectations were out of whack. I'm not sure. But Potato Munching Nugget says thank you for the podcast. Thank you for the comment. Much appreciated.
I mean, yeah. I did like the scene where Shithead is crying and getting bullied, and he remarks that he thought that everything had changed because, I mean, you could kind of see it in his demeanor before this all happened. He was comfortable and it seemed like he was happy in the situation, and in the same time where he didn't change everything and he wasn't friends with Sino and Draken, we know he was suffering during those times, but because he became friends with them, he felt like he had a security blanket because those two are, the leaders of the gang. So he was allowed to just have fun and actually be a kid. But, it kind of reminded him getting beat up the way he did, kind of reminded him of his position or status in life, because he's just low on the totem pole because he's kind of still in that gang. But, people don't really think of him much when he's not around those two people that he has to latch on to be comfortable. So I actually thought that was good and handled well.
QRW6 says, remember, Tokyo Revengers is the third best-selling manga this year with 5 million sales. So yeah, I mean, that kind of just proves my point, is that maybe this is just an adaptation thing, or maybe I don't know, it doesn't line up with my tastes. It could be whatever it is. Also, Donald Draper says Fruits Basket is the best. Wow, Donald Draper.
It's probably for the teenagers. That's why it doesn't appeal to us.
I don't know. It's gang members, so they
also are also teenagers.
These are good points.
It's just a fine show. I don't.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the same thing I feel for Vivi. It's just, it's okay. It's probably fringing on 6 out of 10 or a 6 out of 7 out of 10. It's not something I look forward to every week, but it's something I can enjoy on occasions. I don't think it's amazing or anything like that, but that's fine. You don't have to be amazing. So,
right.
Right.
Not everything has to be blow me away. Oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever seen in the world. Sometimes you can have those okay shows and they're just okay. But to me, yeah, I agree. This is an okay show that doesn't know whether it wants to be a comedy or a serious mafioso type show.
Scarlet Disaster brings up some good points as well. It's okay if you don't like the show that much. The most popular review on Mal of this anime is from someone that gave it a 5. So the show, it's more popular than amazing. I think the amazing part will come later. And then QRW6 says Tokyo Revengers shot up like JJK and Demon Slayer, which is that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it's in this last arc. That's why the sales are doing so great as well.
Oh, it's almost over.
Yep.
Nice.
well, so that makes sense why this adaptation is happening by Liden Films then. The show,
All right.
the studio that's known for making mediocre adaptations right before a manga finishes.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
It is what it is. What are you guys giving this show?
I am going to be the one to chop its head off. I'm killing it.
Well, not that it matters at this point, but I think this show is serviceable. So I won't do a disservice and just kill it just to kill it. I'll give it a pass, but obviously it's gone. Good riddance. 3 were left. The imposter was found among us.
Wow, I guess you could say Tokyo Ghoul was kind of sussy.
Tokyo
What?
Ghoul.
Yeah.
Or Tokyo Revengers. Sorry,
Yeah,
fuck. It's the
fucked it up.
Tokyos. It's the Tokyos, guys.
You fucked it up.
I mean, Tokyo Ghoul is as well. The adaptation is for sure, but that's neither
I
here nor
hear
there.
nothing but bad things about Tokyo Ghoul's adaptation.
I didn't finish it past season 1.
Yeah, think of Promised Goofy Land, Sasuke's Fever Dream. Yeah, it's the same thing, pretty much. Let's talk about 86.
All right.
Cool.
DA, you said you really enjoyed this episode, apparently.
I did. So to all the naysayers out there that were like EA doesn't like anything, well, not anything, just not this show. This show proved that it could be good once it actually has some interesting things going on. This whole episode kept me invested. Like, we got to see a huge shift in tone from Vladilina's friend, who, what did I say? I told you she was a bad person. I said she was awful. But she's just a different type of awful too, like, because she was friends with these young kids who were 86ers, and I forgot exactly how it went, but like, people noticed that she was friends with people who were 86ers, so then she had to be basically racist too. So now she's like, you're the same as me. So she wants to basically say, Vladilina's, you're no better than me because I'm a terrible piece of shit. So that must mean you're a terrible piece of shit too. But it's just like, I don't know. I feel like that whole conflict, and it was just interesting to hear, because they also were talking about how they experimented on the 86 and how they were literally they admitted to, yeah, we're sending these people to their death to commit genocide, essentially. So that perked me up right away. I was like, okay, this show got a lot more interesting. One of the hugest things that happened in this show that was really good, that I appreciated the editing, was whenever you saw the 86 and how they were like doing flashbacks and memories of everyone that was there, and then it slowly faded, and then now there's just 5 left. That caught me by surprise, because to be honest, I kind of forgot how many people there were from the start to now. But then how it just kind of, they're like, well, there's 5 of us left. I went, whoa, there's 5 now. It just caught me by surprise, and I absolutely love that. I thought that was a great use of editing, and yeah, and of course the after credits scene was spectacular too.
I'm just, when you say you didn't notice any people were left, I just got like this image of, like, we have like the cafeteria full of the 86, and then there's like this cane that just yanks one of them into the shadows, and then you're just like, wait, what happened to that one guy? It seems like we got enough, so let's just keep doing it. And it just repeats itself over and over until you notice, wait, did we have like a whole cafeteria of people?
Yeah, at some point there was a whole cafeteria, and then they were just like, well, there's only 5 of us left. And then they just kind of like signed their names on the building, and because they knew they were gonna go to their death. Wow, holy
Yeah.
shit.
I love the conversation between Annette and Lena. You know, Annette was calling Lena like the same as her and whatever, and at first it kind of like makes you go like, what does she mean by that? Obviously, Lena is trying to do a lot of good, and she's nothing like Annette, who pretty much abandoned her friend and did all of this terrible, all these terrible things. But I think her whole point and what other people have been trying to tell to Lena is her approach and what she's doing is sort of half-assed. She has good intentions for sure. We all know that as viewers, but other people view it as half-assed is because she's trying to do good while also sitting at the comfort of her desk to where she can give these orders, watch people die, and nothing's going to actually affect her personally. Obviously, emotionally it affects her, but there is more she can do. It will probably take her life and her career and other things, but there's more she can do. There's more she can do. And I think that's the point that Annette was trying to make, is that she could have done more to help her friend and other 86, but she didn't want to risk her life. She was selfish. And I guess she was trying to also connect that to Annette or Lena. So I understood her point there. Obviously, to the degree that they're selfish is very, very vast. But nonetheless, I understood the point.
And then she said, "I never want to see your face again."
Yeah.
What an asshole.
Yeah, she was kind of a dick. I wonder, because we got such a serious moment, I wasn't expecting that type of moment from her. I wonder, like, why. I wonder if, like, the fact that the subplot of her not being able to find a husband is actually going to be relevant, or was that just like fluff to bring like more lighthearted moments into the series? Because like I said, I wasn't expecting something that serious to come from her character. I thought she was always going to be like the person that Lena confides to and, brings a little different comedic type of element to the show. So because we got that serious moment, I wonder if like her wanting to find a husband will become a serious subplot as well.
I bet she never even used real eggs either. That liar.
Oh my God. She lied about everything.
Yeah, she probably never even used real eggs. She was just always saying, "Oh yeah, it's totally good." Nope, all lies. Imitation eggs.
Oh my God, it's like imitation crab meat.
Never had one.
I
think. Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna talk about imitation crab meat. You go on.
I was gonna say, I thought this episode was interesting because it kind of gives you that notion that these people are kind of trapped in their beliefs, and some of it is not even like really their beliefs. It's just the public opinion that has to be adopted by them, or they're going to end up in a bad situation because Annette's father was somebody who wanted to actually take that kid in, the 86 kid, but he kind of bended himself, and Annette said that she kind of gave him an excuse not to do it because she was saying she didn't like him, how that person wasn't her friend, and yada yada yada. And that, like I said, it just kind of it gives you that feeling that everybody has to believe that the 86 are bad people because the government has deemed them as such, that they're bad people, and if you don't follow that, you're an outsider, and you'll also be ostracized just like them, and nobody wants that. So it really drilled that in with her story. So I like that.
The Eldian Devils.
Yeah. You can relate that to that for sure.
Catching up a little bit of the comments. Scarlet Disaster says, I think the experiments made by the father of Lena's friend is an allegory for the experiments certain German government did on certain people. That's interesting. Never thought of it that way. Scarlet Disaster also says, oh wait, the comment of the possible Annette subplot made me think that the fact she doesn't date anyone of her age may be something will be explored in the future. Also,
oh no,
Lightning Eagle says,
so she likes him young.
Higehiro.
Oh, she's gonna shave.
She's gonna shave her legs, and then she's gonna take in a middle schooler.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is where the Tokyo Revengers tie-in that we brought up that one time may not be a good thing. Lightning Eagle says, my headphones died right at 86. Vladilena, forgive me.
She will never forgive you.
I mean, I think Vladilena would.
Nah.
Damn. Well, EA said it, so.
She's ruthless.
She's ruthless now?
Yeah. She has an inner tiger waiting to leap out of her body. I mean, did you see how she was at the end, that everyone is against her and everyone can't stand her? She has all this pent up aggression, and you could tell. And then right before it happens, the title, the title screen comes in, and then it goes to the second half, which is nothing but the 86. Next episode, she's gonna wear a bandana. She's gonna be like Rambo. She's going to start killing all these robots, and she's gonna be like, "I'm here, bitches!" And Vladilena, the girl that we know and love, is no more because she's been betrayed.
You mean the one that C loves?
Yeah, C's gonna love her even more. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god! She stop.
She's gonna be all badass, and C's just like, heavens to Betsy.
Well, I mean, that would.
I'm getting the vapors.
I mean, to be fair, my kind of girl is the girl that can kick my ass, like Spike Spiegel. So
there you go.
C has told me that he likes girls that can ride things. I don't know what that means.
What?
But
what are you talking about?
That's why he likes Saber.
Listen,
because she can drive different vehicles.
Okay, so yes, Saber has an A in riding. That's true. Or maybe it's a B. I can't remember. Either way, she's very good at riding cars, vehicles.
She's gonna give you a B.
Oh my god.
Wait, what? oh, I got it.
Oh my god. Listen, all I'm gonna say is, yeah, if Vladilena shows up with a bandana and a fucking M60 shooting it with one hand, yeah, okay.
As she's screaming,
then she has your heart.
I'm cool with that. Like, all right, sign me up.
I'm gonna search for badass Vladilena. Hold on.
You might get spoiled.
Yeah, probably don't want to do that. I thought this episode was pretty good. The thing that kind of stuck out for me was really that fuck. I forgot. Saucy, continue.
Okay,
it definitely stood out.
I got you.
My mind went completely blank.
I don't remember his name. He's like the main general guy, angry always. He's the one who's talking to Lena often. And it seems like he's in a higher position of power than her. But she had a conversation with him, and they were talking about, or Lena was trying to get the 86 off of this death mission, the suicide mission. And he was like, no, we got to make sure they're all dead. And he kind of just had like a heart-to-heart with her, where he was being honest, where he pretty much said, yeah, they're destined to die. They're meant to die. That's just how things are. We have to pretty much make these guys the villains and like kind of erase our sins by killing them off so they can't talk about what we've done. I think what he said, I'm looking at the screenshot, he says, if what we've done to the 86 gets out at the end of the war, the Republic will become a parrot state? Whatever that says.
Pariah state?
Pariah state. and remembered forever as oppressors. So it's just it's so crazy for them to not be known as oppressors. They had to further oppress the 86. That's so crazy to me.
Well, you actually went into what I was going to talk about. So you kind of, you stole my own thunder because I'm bad at remembering apparently. But I think, see, I wonder, besides basically what you said, which is what I was thinking, I wonder, to add on to that, I wonder if they're going to, like Lena's going to be like, all right, we kind of have to revolt against this to try and get some kind of fair treatment or something change. Because if she's going to people who have power to start to make that change and nothing's happening, well, there's only one place left to do that, and that's from within, which at that point, it's not going to be good. If you have your own people, fighting against you, the people that are on the front lines fighting a never-ending genocidal war, like it's it's kind of fucking crazy. And I can't help but think like that may be the direction they go in. Which, if so, then wow.
Yeah, I think she's eventually going to have to lead the Republic because as it stands right now, she has no one backing her. And if she wants to actually change things, she's going to have to lead these guys. Annette said when they first started arguing, let me see, I have the screenshots. She says, what are you going to do? Find someone important and yell at them? Nothing we do matters. So, she was just kind of telling her how futile her efforts will be because nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to try to stick out their neck and invoke change when they know that they can be at the end of the blade, directed at the 86. So I think she's going to have to group up with the 86 and try to spark some sort of change. The only thing that's working in her favor is the fact that we know that there's good people that actually care about the 86, like Annette's father, but some of what's going on with them is the fact that the government deems them as not people, so people follow that. So if they were to overthrow the government in some way, then they could change the public opinion on the 86. It's not like people hate the 86 because they actually think they're despicable people, or they don't even think of them as people. It's just that's how things are in the world, and they got to kind of change that public image or opinion.
Yep.
Amen.
Pretty much.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see where that heads. Like that's probably my favorite thing about this show is just the political intrigue of it all, and how this country works, and the 86 works, and how it all, how does it benefit them or whatever. Like, I always like that stuff. I think that's what makes this show really interesting, in my opinion. Because without it, I mean, what do you got? You got, like, West Side Story, pretty much, so.
With all the snaps and everything?
Yeah, like, just all of them. Continuous snapping. But to be fair, West Side Story is the shit, so. That's all I got.
What do you guys think we're going to get out of the Reaper and his brother? I forgot his name. What do you think we're going to get out of that confrontation?
Reaper's going to have to kill his brother that's in the head of a machine, which is so messed up.
Can he do it though? They only have 5 people as it stands.
Yeah, he totally can.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do it. Either that or Rambo Lena will. So one of the
I
two.
definitely think they need more than what they have.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They told Lena to go away. like to go to like I think the eastern border, so she doesn't hear any of the fight.
See, this is what I'm talking about. She is secluded from everybody. Everyone's against her. Who else but Rambo Lena? She coming.
Rambo Lena. Yeah, I do think she's going to be on the battlefield because that was a lot of their beef with her too. It's just that she's not there sticking out her neck. And it's kind of hard to take orders from somebody who, isn't bleeding the way you do, isn't suffering the way you do. She gets to stay from her, the comfort of her own home, eating chocolates and shit, and while people are dying
with real eggs that maybe or may not have happened.
Yes, with real eggs
and special ammunition.
Oh, I thought you were about to say special explosion.
People have some special ammunition over here. Like I've been hearing fireworks for a while.
Well,
is it something about Florida where they just celebrate Memorial Day weekend like really super special with fireworks or something?
We forgot one important aspect of that, Kid Rock.
Did?
What about Kid Rock?
Yeah, doesn't everybody in Florida like Kid Rock?
I don't know. I'm not much of a Floridian. Because apparently to the world, all Floridians are crazy. And I don't think I'm crazy. Right, guys?
No, I mean, you like a lot of crazy women.
I want to say you just like crazy women. There's a difference.
That is true.
Lightning Eagle says, yes, I made it. Yes, will any of them make it?
What?
It's just me.
It's cryptic.
Is this another prophecy?
Oh my god, the prophecy of Vivi. Oh shit, I mentioned it.
Why did you mention it? I just said, is this another prophecy? I didn't mention what this prophecy was from.
Well, I gotta say this is my favorite episode so far.
Agreed.
I'm gonna give this a pass. What are you guys gonna give it?
I've restored my faith in 86. I'm giving it a pass. I'm waiting for Rambo Vladilena.
I am passing the show as well.
Oh my god. Lightning Eagle says, revive Vivi with me, Ben. No, I'm the one.
Why?
I was the proponent that was against Vivi.
See what you did?
I didn't do anything.
I'm the only one watching Vivi, and still where I'm at with Vivi, I don't think it should be revived. We're still getting random time skips.
Wow.
Very fun. I told Hollow
that bad, huh?
I told Hollow about all the time skips, and he was so flabbergasted. He watched an episode of it, and I think it's the episode we dropped it on, in call with me, and all he was doing was like, "What? What?" like he was so confused. To your eternity, Itai.
Itai.
This show is awesome. I love this show. It's so weirdly satisfying and wholesome.
Oh my god, this episode was horrifying.
Yeah, this was a Debbie Downer for sure.
But what I'm trying to say is they made the food and like Fushi is learning, and his idea of learning is let's put salt in the food, and they ate it. They were like, too much salt.
No, see, my issue with that was, okay, he fucked up horribly the first time. I understand you guys might not be able to cook, but you don't think you could cook better than that? Why did you keep letting him fuck up the ingredients?
I mean,
every single time.
The reason they didn't go to get Gugu is because they didn't want to do it. So like, it's established they're pretty lazy.
It's so fucking stupid. They don't want to get Google. They don't want to cook for themselves. Why do you keep letting the guy who's not even a human cook? Why? He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And then you guys don't want to teach him either.
Right, because they, for some reason, want him to learn on his own, which First of all, she was happy to teach him how to speak and talk and everything, but not cook and clean. Oh, heaven forbid I teach them that.
I like how she, as well, says he has to learn quick.
Well, maybe teach him. The fuck?
Dude, I was laughing this whole episode.
He has to learn quick. Yeah, okay. Yeah, how do you think he's gonna learn if he just doesn't know how to do anything?
Yeah, that's the awkward thing about that because okay, we think of Fushi, and he's been treated as a child. He's been treated by people who are like who look younger than him because he stays in this form where I guess you could say he looks like a young adult, but he's still like a kid still. It's like you can teach a kid things. They don't have to learn things for themselves. You can teach a kid. It's okay. It's all right. Like it's fine. Parents teach their kids things all the time. I don't understand why she was so opposed to her doing things herself and taking the initiative to mold him. I think that's fine. He still would be a human if you taught him things. It's one thing to control every aspect of his life, and it's another thing to teach him basic things like, hey, maybe you don't want to dump the whole fucking thing of salt in the pot.
Yeah, and also the whatever that vegetable was, maybe cut it into more than just into half.
And the way he chopped it too, he chopped it like it was like an enemy.
Oh, good times.
Oh God. I love how he like farmed as well. He would just ruin the crops.
That's the thing. Why is no one checking up on this guy? You understand he's awkward. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Why is no one looking after him?
I just love how these old people are like, yeah, let's have this guy do it. And I love the girl as well, the little girl, because she's like equally responsible for this, even though she could just as well easily learn, probably much quicker than Fushi does, but I guess she's like some spoiled brat or something. So
and why is she there?
I think she didn't. It said at the beginning of the episode, did she run away or something like that? Like she needed a place to stay or something.
It never said anything of why she needed to stay there. She was just like, "Can I work here? Also, by the way, can I live here?"
Yeah, it was just. I do think that's going to be explained. But it's such an awkward thing because we know that she's pretty well off. Something could have happened that we don't know. Like I said, I think that's going to be explained later, but she just decided to live with these people who have a bad reputation, and she just stayed there. And then too, I don't think it's an issue of her like being poor or hitting rock bottom, because before she stayed there, she said, I had to make preparations. And that's very awkward because if she was like running away and she wasn't still well off, why would she have to make preparations?
I don't know. Maybe she should have got Fushi to do the preparations for her.
Right.
And
Everyone's
like makes the bag explode or something.
Oh God.
Yeah, but he's expecting so much from Fushi. Might as well make him do that.
At least we learned in this episode some of how his powers work. So like he was like, if he's injured by something, he can imitate it and create it, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it seems like it has to be, like tangible things.
Like a physical entity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can't do things like fire. I'm pretty sure you can't do anything like a wind or anything. So
right.
It has to be things that he can like hold or something, I'm assuming.
Lightning Eagle says teaching your kids will make them weak.
All right. I will take that to heart.
Get up and learn how to eat like a man. A newborn. Freaking I want to say something really quick. I thought it was an interesting kind of contrast where Gugu was doing all these experimental things on Fushi, and it seemed like he didn't like it, and it was obvious he didn't like it because it hurts. It hurts him, even
He
though
did
he's
the pouty
immortal. It still
face.
Eat
hurts.
die.
Yeah, he did the pouty face.
That is so cute. That is
The very
adorable.
the very next day, freaking the old man siphons alcohol out of Gugu's face somehow, and
Well, out of his
he
stomach.
said the right out of his stomach after jamming something down his throat, and was basically he kind of said the same thing. He's like, "No, it's just an experiment," and
Yeah.
then yeah, I was just like, "There you go. Now you know how he feels," and I think that kind of, other than the fact that he was pissed that somebody put actual alcohol inside his body when he was unconscious, but maybe I mean this boy's going through a lot of stuff in his life, and that just kind of set him overboard. It's just like, damn it, I'm out of here. I ain't dealing with this no more. And he tried to get rid of the alcohol by doing a handstand.
Uh, so we got to talk about how this old man literally just like Gugu was like, "How did you do this?" And he's like, "I just added an organ to you." So
Yeah,
whatever.
this old man's kind of like
He's a piece of shit.
Kind of is, yeah.
He doesn't know how to cook. He knows how to get drunk all the time. That's probably why he doesn't do anything. He just gets drunk because that's the shop. It's an alcohol shop,
he
right? It's like
he knows how to fucking make alcohol, but he can't like put vegetables in a pot.
Yeah, he also wants to drink alcohol from a human as well. So that's fun.
that sounds weird.
Uh, uh,
I don't know.
Booze man is an awkward guy.
Blizz wants to know if 86 is worth watching. I would say yeah. Give it a shot
Yes.
if you like it.
Absolutely. Totally.
QRW6, it's always great seeing Wolf Fushi speak. That is true.
Oh yeah.
It's
At the
hilarious.
very end.
Gato. What did he say this episode?
I don't
I
remember.
can't grow up without you. That's what it was.
Yeah, and then they danced in the rain like a couple of idiots.
Yeah. When you said hooray for like that was my favorite moment when you said hooray for monsters. You know, when EA was talking about like Gugu experimenting on Fushi and that happening to him later by Booze Man, it kind of just connects that they both are monsters. Fushi gets the benefit because he has this human appearance that doesn't look like an actual monster, but he's still treated as such. He still has people like Booze Man and the other lady with him who treat him like an object and just think about what they can do for them rather than who they are. So he's still a monster. It's just, he isn't immediately thought as one. So they kind of, connect in there. I think the episode was called like Monster Brothers or something like that too. So goes back to that as well.
I want to know what Gugu's face looks like because everyone seems so frightened of it. I'm like, if it's not the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life, then everyone is a damn liar.
And I think that's why they won't show it. It gives you the imagine. It makes you imagine what it could be. That's why I think they will never show it.
Doesn't he have like a cork in his eyeball socket?
Something like that, yeah. Seems.
It's fine. Lightning Eagle says Piccolo raised Gohan well. Be like Piccolo.
Piccolo, not when he was like 3. Like he beat the shit out of that little kid.
I mean, that's how you train Saiyans, Zenkai boost.
Is by beating the shit out of him?
Yeah, you can only do it with Saiyans.
You know who's an underrated great father who doesn't get it? It's Vegeta. He is a great father.
I think another good father is Hercule.
Hercule
Raised his daughter well.
Yeah, I am the champ. Ha ha
Hercule,
ha ha.
I mean, Hercule himself is a lying, sadistic bastard, but and he did kind of save the world, except for those Those damn people that shot the dog.
Yeah.
Those robbers shot the dog, and it was the end of the world. I hope you're happy.
We gotta. This has nothing to do with fucking To Your Eternity. But in the Boo arc, why did those guys shoot the dog? They were trying to kill Majin Buu. Why
Right.
would you?
Majin
Buu.
You're just
like
creating
this...
a John Wick scenario at that point.
Seriously.
But no. The whole what I'm trying to get at is, you're a sniper. Snipers are supposed to kill people in one shot. You're not supposed to alert someone you're there first and then kill them. Why did you kill the dog first?
Akira Toriyama would probably be like, I forgot. Whatever that means. That's probably... Oh my god. That's one of my favorite misconceptions about Toriyama, is that he forgets. It's just so funny to meme.
Where is lunch?
Yeah, where is she?
Launch?
I love her.
She was so great. One of the worst things that ever happened was her not being included in Dragon Ball Z.
God, I'm reading it right now, and in any panel she's in, is just always funny to me. When she was ready to fight the Red Ribbon Army with guns, I'm like, I just love her.
Oh
yeah, she's a badass when she turns into the blonde rebel, and then when she's got dark hair, she's just like a sweetheart, cleans a lot.
I don't care what anybody says. Blonde hair, launch, best launch.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you don't have to argue that.
I had a major crush on her, along with Bulma, when I was a kid.
Yeah, Bulma was great. 18, I think I had more so of a crush.
18 as well. Oh my god. I'm just saying, Dragon Ball Z got some waifus.
Yeah, especially the one that's married to Bulma. Like, Bulma's mom is a freaking MILF.
Yes, she is.
The one that never opens her eyes.
Lightning Eagle says, I forgot Boo was the villain. I thought the dog was the villain. I guess that's what Akira Toriyama would say.
Oh shit, I thought it was the dog. Damn.
But he you know how Toriyama is. He's so fucking lazy. He probably literally forgot that and then was just like, well, I guess we can keep this because I'm at a deadline. So this is what's gotta go.
Why did they think they were going to stop Boo with a sniper?
I know, this is a person that can turn people into candy and eat them and all this other stuff. A regular bullet will take him out.
He must thought he was like a good sniper. He's like, I want some PUBG tournaments. I could do this.
One shot.
Oh shit, I missed Boo. What'd you get? I shot the dog instead. Oh, you fucking idiot. You know what you've done?
Should have did a 360 no scope. Then it would have killed him.
The act in itself is just like some ritual, and it makes the bullet like a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan bullet, and kills him.
Oh my god! And it just travels right into Boo's cranium.
It's just fucking like in Sniper Elite. Oh my god! And like it goes in on the bullet, and all you just hear the bullet going as. Why are we talking about Dragon Ball Z? What the fuck?
I don't know.
It's great. I don't even know how we got on this conversation.
Can we? We should just talk about Dragon Ball next season. You know, we're gonna be talking about Berserk next season, so might as well just fucking add Dragon Ball in there.
I would so rewatch Dragon Ball. Like, are we talking about Dragon Ball or Z?
Dragon Ball.
I rewatch Dragon Ball. I mean, I know Sasuke's reading it. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think Dragon Ball has a little bit more filler, but yeah, I think it's the same thing.
Dragon Ball, from what I'm reading, is incredibly short. I say incredibly, but I'm just saying short in comparison to other long runner shonen. It's 194 chapters, and the chapters themselves are 12 to 14 pages. So it's not. It is very easy to get through. We've been talking about Dragon Ball for a while. This episode though is, when
Dragon Ball or To Your Eternity, we need to specify.
we've been talking about Dragon Ball enough. I think it's time to go back to 2 Year Eternity. Like I like when Gugu took off the mask and he was just going around with his face because it got to a point where he already left the place he called home. He tried out another place where he took off his mask and he tried to it's kind of one of those things of I don't want this to be a problem down the line. So he took off his mask in front of the people that were going to take him in, the person he was working for, and they didn't accept him. They were horrified. And he got like bullied by some random 3 guys. And it's like, you're fucking grown men. Why are you bullying this kid? Like, he's a fucking kid. Oh my God. And then it got to a point where like they took off his helmet, it lands in the water, and then he goes to pick it up and he puts it on at first, and then he thinks to himself, like, why do I have this on? Like, they already think of me as a monster. Why even try to act like I'm a human? They already say the same things that they say, regardless of the mask or not. So, taking off that mask it felt like, for me at least, like a weight was off of him. And he just got to live life freely. And he kind of accepted that monster persona that people have been giving him.
Yeah, that was nice. QRW6 said Gugu's boss was the only guy that actually was nice to him because he saw him as a good worker, and that is so true. His own damn children were the rudest little shits.
Oh my God.
The kids are terrible.
I mean, the one kid, okay, he was probably too young and he was crying, whatever. But that other one that was like, "You're a monster. No one loves you. I hate you. I hope you die." It's just like, fuck, kid.
He went to his tent just to say, "Don't come back to work." What the fuck? I gotta make a living.
Right. That kid is awful. That kid's up there with Akito.
I mean,
no comment.
Is he gonna stab? Is he gonna stab somebody?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Is he gonna what? Is he gonna stab? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, is he gonna stab somebody?
I hope not, because that would be the quickest death of that kid's life.
All right.
What did you guys think about Gugu's brother returning?
I thought it was a very cool scene, especially Gugu was at the kind of end of his ropes where it's like, I wear a mask, people think I'm a monster. I don't wear a mask, they still think the same thing, and now here I am struggling for food. And here's a guy struggling for food, sees his older brother who is really just starved and just like so incredibly skinny to where his rib cage is sticking out. He pitied him. The guy who took all their money and everything, he pitied him the most. And even though he could have had that ring and never would have had to have worried about food ever again, he gave it to someone else because he felt like they needed it more. And I thought that was incredible.
Makes me wonder what that ring is.
Probably something with royalty or something. That's my guess.
Yeah, I think it's just incredibly valuable because of the girl who gave it to him. And it's just, I thought it was so sad that he gave up that ring, because that ring symbolized for him a easy life where he could not worry about food, where he could just live lazily. He doesn't have to work or anything, and he gives that up because he himself doesn't consider himself as human, and like that goes along with the ring. And he's just like, wow, my brother is, he looks malnourished, he's beat up, he's down in life, he's looking like a loser. At the very least, he can recover. I can't. So that I thought that was like the saddest moment in the episode, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Is what it is, I suppose. Like Lightning Eagle says, learning is for the weak.
Or like Bane said, "Nobody cared who I was until I put on a mask."
That is true, but in this case, Gugu took off the mask.
And
Yeah.
they still cared.
Or this time they weren't even trying to like look, or they were looking at him in disgust.
People didn't care who I was until I put on the mask.
Oh my god. Do you think Tom Hardy regrets being Bane?
No, he probably got paid millions of dollars for it.
Yeah, but he's Tom Hardy. He's probably already a millionaire. Do you think he was like, oh, I wish I would have never been Bane?
I think he would think that he probably hated being Venom more than anything.
Ugh. That fucking terrible Eminem song. Venom,
Never seen
Venom, get him, Venom.
It's all right. Like Venom is, one of the most coolest villains in all of the Spider-Man universe, and he eats brains and he does all this stuff. And they thought it was a great idea to make a PG-13 film about him, like a solo, where he's kind of a hero, but he's not. He's always been a villain. He's always been a villain.
Aren't they now doing one about Carnage?
Maybe.
Yes, they're doing one. It's a sequel, and it's going to include Carnage. And is Spider-Man going to be in it or not? I don't know. All I know is it's also going to suck.
Yeah, most likely. Superhero movies typically do.
Well, not always.
No, not always, but
recently.
Marvel really isn't doing very good with their formula.
I mean, after Endgame, how could you top Thanos? Like, you can't do better than that. Like, that's the peak of Marvel right there. Like, everything else is just meh.
No, I mean, to me, those two movies were pretty good, but a lot of it before it. I mean, I think Iron Man. I probably still like Iron Man the most.
Iron Man was great. Winter Soldier is pretty good. Like, I think Winter Soldier doesn't get enough credit that it does. Guardians of the Galaxy were great. Trying to think of what.
I think Captain America gets his respect because I think people acknowledge that out of like the four main people, that being Hulk, Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man, most people regard the Captain American movies the highest. You know, because you have Winter Soldier. So yes, Winter Soldier, Civil War, and the first Avenger. So those movies are all like.
Oh yeah, Civil War was awesome.
Yeah,
I didn't
like people love those movies.
I didn't like the big fight at the end for Civil War. Typically, I don't like the big fights in the superhero Marvel movies. Like all the other ones, like typically I appreciate them a lot more. Which is very strange. Now that I think about that, like I think that's probably why I don't like them that much, because that's usually they end with the big fight, and I don't really enjoy the big. Why are we talking about Marvel? Oh, Jesus Christ. Any final thoughts on To Your Eternity?
Can't wait for the next episode.
And this is still Fruits Basket came out with a better episode, I believe, but To Your Eternity right now, I'm not going to lie, it's my favorite this season right now. It could just be because it's fresh and, it's new in my mind, but I don't think there's been a single episode that has disappointed me in the slightest. I think from episode 1, these episodes have been in a range of 8 to 10 throughout each episode. And every episode is either emotional or I'm just like, man, it's nothing I could complain about with this episode. So that trend continues, and I think it will continue throughout the week. So obviously it's a pass.
As for me.
Yeah, I give it a pass as well. So I guess this brings us to the end of the podcast. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight to chat some anime with us. And obviously go on tangents that have nothing to do with anime. Still appreciate you all. And tune in next week when we talk about more anime. This time only 3 left. I cry. So, have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Johnny.
Bye.